Hello, we're back again. Not 100% sure if I like this music, but that's fine. I don't know why, I kind of just don't like the Spirit City's music for some reason. Before I used to vibe with it, but like I feel like some of these songs are just not vibing with me. Maybe I just need to look for a different one. Because I'm not liking this one. Next. No. Hi, Lissy! Welcome in! What about these? Nope. No. No. None of these are hidden right today for, like, art. I do not want to draw to any of these. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Also, hi, Meeples. Hi, Comet. Welcome in, everybody. I need to find music I like more, because this ain't vibin'. I have a long day of drawing today, and this ain't vibin'. I need something that's vibin'. One of you make me small again. Is that what happened? I look away for 2 seconds and you make me small? Yeah? Alright. You guys have no manners. Actually, no, one of you in specific doesn't have manners. I mean, Comet, really, did you even say hi to me before you turned me small? No, you didn't. Don't even have the kindness to say hello to me before you decide, yeah, let's make you small. How dare you? I'm feeling some gaming music. So that's what we're doing for today. We're gonna listen to some Zelda music that just turned right off. Okay. Come back! I was listening to that. There it is. Much better. Now that's some vibin' music. Hello, we're doing another co-working stream, which is mostly just doing art. Everybody enjoy your daily orders. I'll be fine, just sad over nothing. Honestly, I feel that. I get you. I felt like that earlier this week and last week, which is why I missed out on Wednesday's stream this week. Because I was just not feeling it for no real reason. Just not there. But I'm glad to have you here still anyway. But yeah, I'm going to be working on some art stuff in the background. Every once in a while, I'll show you what I'm working on. But for the most part, I want to keep the timer on screen because I don't have that, like, Sweetbot thing. And I likely won't get it because it's a subscription service you have to pay for monthly, and I don't have, like, a monthly income, so unless I use it frequently, it would not be being paid for. So I'd rather not spend money every month on something I only use a few times a month. So I will just be having the little timer from Spirit City, as I like that. And I'll switch to show you guys what I'm working on every once in a while. But I also would like if you guys worked on stuff with me, if you guys have some studying, some projects you want to work on in the background, some just drawing alongside me, whatever it is that you have been maybe neglecting to work on, go and grab it and join me for today's stream of co-working, because that's kind of the whole point of co-working. It's for all of us to be able to do something at once and kind of keep each other on track. I know I certainly like doing co-working. I've actually just sometimes I'll hang out with my friends while I'm working on stuff, and they're working on stuff. And weirdly enough, it feels like it helps. So I'm actually going to be working on one of my commissions, the only commission I have right now, and likely the only one I will take for a long time. Certainly not taking any more this year. Or, like, maybe ever. Okay, I might open them later, but definitely not anytime soon. This is the last commission I'll be working on for quite some time. I mostly want to fix the arm because I feel like there's something wrong with it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that the hand is in a weird place. Is it really just the hand? Is it the hand? I don't know if it's the hand. Does this look fine without the hand? No, I don't think so. But either way, sadly you won't be able to see most of what I'm working on because I won't be showing it. Instead I'll have the little counter on screen so you guys can see what time we're working on, or what time we're working with. So we're gonna have Spirit City using as our little co-working timer. So sorry, but I will let you guys see every once in a while because I'm mostly just fixing up the arm and doing line art. If I get most of the line art done, I'll work on doing coloring today, but that's mostly all I have to do that's left for this because it's a fully rendered commission. I'm also a little bit tired today, so I might go quiet a lot, especially because I'm working on arts, and I tend to quiet down a bit, so I apologize if I don't talk too much while I'm focusing in. But at the very least, this is what we're going to be doing today, is co-working. So go ahead and maybe grab some project you need to work on, a drawing you just want to make now, or you need to work on, any works in progresses, any studying. Go ahead and grab that and work alongside me, because that's what I'm planning on doing today. And if you'd like to tell me what you're working on so I can... Well, I can't do much other than just know what it is. If you'd like to share your project with the class, go ahead. But I'm going to give everyone a second to potentially grab whatever they're working on, and then I'll start the timer in just a moment. I also want to figure out what looks wrong with this arm. Something about this arm upsets me. And I don't know why. I have looked at, like, references recently that should have helped, but they didn't, so I still don't know why I hate this arm. I could not tell you. Also, I'm realizing that the closed captions have not been started. Give me a moment. I actually ended up getting really distracted for like the last half of the hour because I found like this really cool Cult of Lamb comic that I was reading and I got stuck. And I didn't do any of the stuff I was supposed to do. So we're getting closed captions. And let me go find some like arm refs. Because I don't know why, but this arm is bothering me, and I cannot tell you why. It just doesn't look right for the position it's supposed to be in. And I don't know arms well enough to know why. So I'm just gonna have to keep staring at references until I figure out why I don't like this. Are we having loading problems again today? Okay. I see how we're going to act today. Thank you, computer. I'd say I appreciate it, but I don't. I don't appreciate your sassy attitude today. How about that? I don't know why I'm talking like that. I've been talking like that for way too long. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Let's see. I can only really look up hand on hip reference because that's technically what I'm looking for. Either way, I'm going to start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are now on working timer. Get working. Or just listening. I will also just be talking mostly to myself when I remember I exist. Is it that her arm's too short? Oh, is that the issue? Is it not actually where the hand is? Is it the fact that her arm looks too short? Oh, I think I figured it out. That was quick. Hello, OBS. There it is. That was weird. Okay, her arm's too short. That's what my problem is. I guess I do kind of tend to draw limbs shorter. Which I guess is fine, because that's just how I tend to do it, but like, it looks weird to me now. I need to grab a more specific part, I see. Okay, so I just need to move her arm down a little bit. And this little bracelet thing here. Okay, well now I'm happy because I figured out what I was upset about this whole time. The fact that I was drawing her arms, like, way too short. Grab the gold coloring as well. So if I slightly extend this part of her arm, will it look better? I hope so. Because this has been my problem with it the entire time, and why I haven't been able to work on the line art. Because I realized that the arm looked funky, and I didn't know how to fix it. Where is this thing from? There's something on the screen. There it is, okay. Don't you love drawing with like 50 layers and then not knowing what's on any of them? I just have to constantly turn off layers when I'm drawing, like, where is this thing? There's something on the screen, I don't know where it's from. I tend to have that problem way too often because I do know I have like a confidence issue when it comes to my art, where I tend to draw on several different layers instead of the same one, because I like being able to go, let's have a completely different version without erasing something I do like. I think this actually is better. I'm also realizing that for some reason my mouse feels slow, and I don't like that. So I'm turning up my mouse sensitivity. I'm very picky today. I don't know why I'm being so picky today about every little thing. Feels like my mouse moves too slow when I'm drawing, and I don't know why that is. I guess because I'm so used to using like my entire mouse pad, and I don't really like that when I'm drawing. I feel like my hand moves too little. Mouse settings. Now it's on 5. That still might be pretty slow, but it feels better. There we go. Now to fix the other arm, because it's been detached. I guess I heard Zava was short, and I just made her limbs too short. But she just kind of doesn't look balanced properly. And that's a problem. That's not the eraser. There we go. I chose to do a co-working stream for 2 reasons today, because 1, I was supposed to do one on Wednesday, and 2, they're kind of chill, and I had way too long a day yesterday of streaming. I still felt like streaming today, which is kind of weird because normally I don't feel like streaming 2 days in a row. But I did today, so here I am. This needs to be more rounded. Your arms are not just 2 solid tubes. And that's making them look kind of silly. Okay, let's see. How does the fold tend to look? Okay, I see. So it's more so like the two parts of the arm are squished together, not just one of them. It's like overlapping the other all of a sudden. Line does not need to be super clear. Does need to be a little further up, though. See, we're learning anatomy things today. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm learning anatomy things. I'm just kind of mummering to myself to you guys, and I don't think any of that makes any sense. But it's fine. We're only about 8 minutes in, and I already sound crazy. We're off to a good start. We're actually 15 minutes into the entire stream, but I'm talking about the timer. I was pretty sure her elbow's wrong, so let's fix that too. Okay, so maybe the hand was not, in fact, my problem. The hand is now out of place because the rest of her arm got moved down. I forgot to move the hand. It's fine. There we go. That's a little bit better, actually. Don't mind the fact that she still has stupid little cat feet. I'm just now realizing I still haven't fixed the feet. When I draw feet, I don't really know how to draw a foot, so I just ended up drawing these little cat toes and like, yeah, that's right. That's good enough. And now she's still not wearing shoes, which is fine. I thought I made her arms longer. Do her legs look weird? Ew. Let me check something. I thought shift was... Okay, you're just not responding for whatever reason. Okay. Then blue line. No, actually, that seems fine with those lines being there. Okay. I'm not crazy. It looked like her arm might have been too long compared to the rest of her, but I think it's probably fine. Opacity back down. I'm also going to turn these colors down a little bit so I can still tell what they are, but like they don't need to be that different. Okay, then we are right back to line art now. See, that didn't take too long. Oh, yeah, I also might want to turn down everything just a little bit more, so I'm actually more focused on the line art and not how it looks with everything else connected. Oh, that erased the whole line. Okay. I don't know if saying out loud will make you win, but it looks like you got something. So maybe that's the trick, to just ask the universe for stuff. You have a problem. I hope you know that. You have like a gambling addiction on my streams specifically, and I don't know how to feel about such a thing. Then again, I don't know how many other streams you can gamble on, so I guess I've just only noticed on mine because I see you here. Only on my streams. Okay, is it because this is the only stream you have the option to gamble and no one else offers you different gambling avenues? Also, thank you very much for the bits. Oh yeah, wait, actually, that reminded me of something. I do plan to make my own animated alerts, even if they're only slightly animated. But there's something important I wanted to tell you guys about them, because essentially you can, and I know this sounds bad, you can gamble with those alerts. You can't gamble with bits, I don't think, normally, so I think that's fine. I don't think there's any way to earn more bits. What I'm saying is that the animations are actually different, and there's like rare animations for different things. So I wanted to add in like a sort of gacha system with the alerts, where sometimes you just get a rare one for some reason. It'll be mostly for stuff like resubs, so it's just like, oh hey, if you've been subbed for a long time, you might see a different one. They're just gonna be like slightly different ones, like, oh hey, this one's a different color. Or, oh hey, this animation's slightly wrong instead. Like, let's say one of the animations is like a bunch of the Kuiper Bunnies bringing out a big gifted box. But instead of them bringing it out normally, they'd like trip over and drop the box and break it. Stuff like that, where there's like little Easter eggs inside of my alerts. So it's technically gambling. None of them are all that special, and I will still show them off. There might just be like 50-50 chances, or like a 3% chance that you get the fucked up one. Or like one of the animations just looks stupid and isn't animated at all. It's just like it's just like a derpy Raya face instead of the normal animation. I wanted to have like different ones because that's something you can do with Twitch's alerts, is you can have randomized stuff going on. So essentially, there's like a gambling aspect. And by that I mean, please don't actually gamble with the alerts. Don't give more stuff to Gamba. I might make it so it's entirely not money-related one, so it's only the channel point alerts, like the self-care or the making me small stuff. Because I would much prefer it not be something that makes you guys feel like, oh, I should keep doing this. So maybe it'll only be things like drinking water, and it'll just randomly be like a silly one where it's just like, instead of it being like, let's say, water being poured into a cup or something is the normal animation. Instead, it's like, it just falls over instead. It's like the Patrick and the milk falling over thing instead of the actual GIF. But I thought about having like funny stuff happen in the alerts instead of just the normal ones. Because I don't know, something about the idea of like rare alerts is funny. Because originally I wanted to have the, what is it? Originally I wanted certain things to have randomization or like a sort of gotcha system. What was it? The daily orders, I think, actually. I wanted the daily orders to have actual items in them where what the order you got would show up on screen. But I have no idea how to do that with Twitch's alerts, and that's what I use for my main alert system. And the thing is it also says what you get in chat, and I'd like it to do both, with the order still being accurate to the one shown on screen. And I have no idea how I would make Mix It Up and Twitch work like that. So I might have to do something entirely different. Which sucks, because I have no idea how I would do that, or code that, or begin to work on that, but it's okay. Especially because I would likely very much so have to remove the add an order feature, because then I'd have to keep working on orders that don't actually have images anymore. And I'd much prefer to not have to draw something every time you guys add a custom order. Because, like, I'm not doing that. I already have difficulty working on art when it's something like that's my own project. Let alone some of the ideas, especially some of the things you guys come up with. Oh, hi, Agent. I see you. You are a criminal. You are the person I am talking about. Like, sure. What did you call it? Whatever you called the milkshake, that's funny. That's just an image of a milkshake again. But, like, the janitor's half-eaten ham sandwich? What? Why? I'm not drawing that. I don't even... It's just a ham sandwich that's cut in half, I guess, has bite marks in it. The jar full... Or not the jar. The case full of crumbs... How do I draw a case full of crumbs? I assume it's because it's a mountain of crumbs, too. It's not just like one or two. How do you draw a mountain of crumbs? Boo-hoo. You don't get to see stupid art. You'll be fine. It's mostly just because I don't want to include the added orders if they're not something that I already wanted to draw. So instead, you guys get to add silly ones, and I won't be drawing art for them. Because I did want to originally, but like, sure, I could just reject them, but it's a little too late, and I'd feel bad if I got, speaking of orders, hi, Fancy. A box full of sugar glass, I wonder what would have made you want to add that? Do I allow that? But yeah, speaking of allowing things, I can't really give you guys the points back for stuff I've already accepted and added to the channel. And I feel like it wouldn't be fair to get rid of them. Because you guys had to spend a lot of points to do them. So it just wouldn't really be fair to remove them all of a sudden. Because there is literally no way for me to give those points back. It's not real glass. I'll think about it. If you see your points come back, it's been rejected. I might add it. I normally wait till after stream to add the orders because I don't want to mess with Mix It Up while it's live. So it will be added. I'm just being sassy because I remember you talking about you guys eating glass during the Deltarune stream. I think I was calling you guys creatures or something. Something that you guys aren't supposed to be doing. My lights just flickered. Not like that. Okay, this is almost perfect. What is this attached to? Nothing. There we go, that's one cuff. I don't actually know if that one... That doesn't look right for some reason. Now, what's wrong with it? No! I guess it's fine. That's good enough. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like the bot has favoritism towards Agent because I feel like obviously you've added a couple of orders by now, but like other people have also done orders and I feel like we like never see them. And I'm not even talking about a bunch of the ones you've added recently. I mean the fact that the same ones keep showing up at random. Like the Mountain of Crumbs one showed up for a really long time, or like 3 times during one stream, I think, which was really weird. And so does the not the singular french fry. Actually, no, yeah, the singular french fry shows up a lot. But I don't think any of the 3 you've added in one stream have showed up at all. I haven't seen the violently shaken, what did you even call the milkshake thing? And I know I added them. I added them at the end of the stream. But for some reason, some of your, like, older ones keep showing up. And it's only a specific few. The bot has favoritism, and I'm not fully sure why. Traumatized milk, right. That's not shown up once. And I know it's there. But for some reason, that one won't show up. But some of your older ones, like the ham sandwich, half-eaten ham sandwich shows up all the time. The singular french fry shows up. Fancy has, like, I think this is Fancy's 2nd order. We haven't seen a bag of Fancy chips in, like, a month now. So I think yours is the Meeps did the single french fry. That's true. Half-eaten ham sandwich, the container of crumbs, I believe that one was you, and the gyro thing keeps showing up too. But, like, we haven't seen Fancy bag of chips in, like, a month. And I'm not sure why. It really likes you and Meeples, I guess. And then again, the singular french fry only showed up like once in a while, and that was yesterday when Wolf showed up. And I remember because we made a joke about the fact that Wolf could eat a single french fry and be happy about it because Wolf is small. It's because her Sona's like 3 inches tall, so she's itty bitty. That's why she has an image of her riding on one of the Kuiper bunnies, because that's her actual, like, canon size. She's smaller than them. Thank you for feeding Pluto. She appreciates it. Not thank you for making me small. I don't appreciate it. Alright, so far so good. It's not looking bad. I might need to do some outlining because this looks... it's more than I'd like it to be. Good time to save. Which means you can't save spell me. I will just refund you. I just saved. I do appreciate when people remind me to save. It's just I'm making sure you don't waste your points and I don't have to tab out to refund you because I did just do it. It's good. We're fine. And sometimes you guys just get unlucky because I do keep forgetting to tell you because I know you can't see what I'm doing. But I keep forgetting to inform you that you do in fact don't need to remind me to save because I have just recently saved. This doesn't look like it's in the right place. All you do is Gamba. You have a problem. I'm normal sized. Yippee! An addiction. One that I'm fueling, but like, hey, that's not my fault. I'm just glad that you're entertained. I'm so happy that this line art is turning out mostly how I wanted it to. There's still like some little bits that are like, that's a little flat looking and weird. But that's okay because I can just go back and fix it. My understanding of basic anatomy may be cheeks, but at least I can pretend I know what I'm doing. Really good at pretending I know what I'm doing. Except for when I say out loud I don't know what I'm doing, which I do very often, so it ruins the illusion. That's okay. I'm not pretending to be an art god, I'm pretending to be mediocre at best. Okay, that's mean. I'll take that back. I'm sorry. I try to avoid a lot of self-negativity on the channel because I don't like when people do that to themselves. So it's not okay for me to do that to myself either, even if it's supposed to be a joke. I understand self-deprecating humor. I do it sometimes too. It's just when it comes to something you really like, especially like a creative outlet, I don't think you should put yourself down, especially as a joke, because it's not polite to yourself or what you make. And I don't like being jokingly mean about things people do either. Like how you remember how the other day I was like trying to say mean things about you guys because Eli was like, you know what, say something that'll hurt my feelings. And I just straight up couldn't think of anything because everything would be a lie, and I also wouldn't have wanted to say that lie either. Because I was like, I can't think of a mean thing I would say to most of my friends that's like genuinely would hurt their feelings that I would actually say. Because most of the time it would just be a fucking lie. Because I can't say, oh, I don't like your art. I don't like your bug facts. Because both of those are just straight up lies and he knows that. I like seeing your guys' art. I like the little bug facts you'll send me. Because they're funny and they're cool. And like, if I said I didn't like any of your art, it'd be a lie because I do like your guys' art. And I wouldn't want to say that as a joke either because that's hurtful and rude. And a lie. So it's kind of the same thing why you shouldn't say that to yourself, even if it's supposed to be a joke. It's just, be a little nicer to yourself. A little self-kindness can go a long way. Certainly not going to improve your mood if you constantly shit on yourself. So I try to avoid it, especially on the channel, because it's like, don't do that to yourself. That's not the kind of humor I want here. Be nice to yourselves. You guys make cool things. Don't say it's shit. It's wrong. It's cool because you made it. It doesn't have to be like Leonardo da Vinci kind of shit. There's only one Leonardo da Vinci. It's actually quite good that you aren't Leonardo da Vinci because he's dead. So that's an incredibly fucked up thing to say and not remotely what I meant, but you know what I mean. Like, he's dead. Let him be. Be yourself. Only one person can make your art. Even if you draw entirely like someone else, it is still different because it is yours. I have awakened and walked into a pep talk. Good. We should have more pep talks on stream. It mostly started because I said something mean about my art, and I was like, you know what? No, that's not nice. Even if my abilities aren't where I want them to be, that doesn't mean I should shit on them. Because they're still what I'm working with, and it's still my art. It's not nice to shit on your own art. It's not nice to shit on anyone's art, but especially your own. Like, what the fuck? Okay, you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but I am, like, fucking up this necklace. Very badly. But either way, it's just remember to be nice to yourself, at least. You should also be nice to other people, but, like, remember you're a person, and you can very negatively affect your own mental health. But be nice to yourself. Give yourself a little, like, break every once in a while. Doesn't matter if the thing you made doesn't look the way you wanted it to. It's okay. It's not bad because of that. It's not nice to say. You wouldn't say that to somebody else, so don't say it to yourself either. Because it's just as hurtful, if not more. Because at least if someone says something mean about you and it's someone you don't know, you can kind of just move on. Because it's like, I don't fucking know you and you don't know me. It doesn't really matter what your opinion is. But you know who you know better than anyone else? Your fucking self. So maybe don't say mean things about yourself. Because it's just so much worse. You can improve without being a dick to yourself. You're actually more likely to improve without being a dick to yourself. I've actually done a lot better both in streaming and in art when I've accepted the fact that I have flaws instead of seeing them as a reason to give up. Because the fact that I have something to work on means that I have more I can do. And at least to me, that's actually kind of a motivator. There's always more to learn and more to do in the world. But everybody's different, so I don't know if that actually helps motivate some people, but it helps motivate me, so that's what I like to think about. Like, hey, I've learned this thing. What else can I learn? What else is out there? There's more. I want to do more. I also get bored easily, so maybe that's what the issue, my issue is. Like, I cannot play the same game for too long. You guys saw it with Stardew. I had like 20 episodes, 20 separate streams, all ranging from an hour to 3+ hours. And that was too much Stardew, and I am not playing that game again for a very long time, especially not by myself. So I do get bored of things, but like, there's also more things to do. I need to get into a better mental space. You do! Everyone does. Treat yourself with more respect, and I promise you, you will start to feel better. Sometimes, obviously, there's outside circumstances. Obviously, there's all kinds of reasons for your mental health to be bad. But at the very least, try not to make yourself one of those reasons. Because if any of you here have or are currently still struggling with depression, you know that you sometimes are your own worst enemy, and I know it's hard. I am diagnosed with depression. I was when I was like younger a couple years ago, and I'm pretty sure it's not gone. I've just gotten better at dealing with it, which is how most things go. And a lot of the way I fix most of my issues is because I treated myself better. Obviously, there can be outside causes for your depression, but sometimes it helps a lot. It goes a long way to treat yourself like how you would treat other people. Kind of like the opposite of the golden rule. You treat others how you want to be treated, treat yourself how you want to be treated. How you treat others. If you treat yourself poorly, that will start to reflect on how you do anything. Obviously, I am not a fucking therapist. Do not take my advice as, like, legal or, like, oh yeah, this person knows what she's doing. I don't fucking know anything. I'm just saying what helped me and continues to help me. Just try to shit on yourself less. Sometimes it helps. Treat yourself like a human being who makes mistakes, and be okay with that. Because, like, end of the day, your art not being as good as you want it to be, it's not like you fucking killed someone, you know? Like, be nice. Be nice to yourself. You're not a murderer. You have not done anything criminal because your art, you made an eye look a little bit wonky once. It's okay. That's obviously not to, like, make mental health just like this, oh, you can just do better if you just, like, put your mind to it. It's so much harder than that. It's just, it can help a little bit. See? Perfect example. Also why you should treat other people nice, because if one of your friends said, oh, I don't like your shirt, you probably would have never fucking wore it again. Another reason why you should treat other people nicely. And also why you should treat yourself nicely, because it's the same thing. If you tell yourself your shit, it feels just as bad as someone else. Because you're stuck in your own little head. You always have the little naggy voice that's like, ah, fuck you, I hate you. Fuck you. You suck. It's like having a little peanut gallery everywhere you go. Ignore the peanut gallery. Silence them. And be nice to your friends. Or just people around you. Be nice to them. Especially be nice to yourself. You're always around yourself. You know that? How about that? Now you have to be nice to yourself. You're always around yourself. Which counts as a person around you. But I'm also glad that you like wearing that shirt. It's nice having compliments. I bet you looked great. Always gas your friends up. I'm glad your friends are gassing you up. You deserve it. This horn is fat. Okay, I know that sounds stupid, but I'm realizing that this horn is not a replication of the other horn opposite of it. And it looks not good. Uh-oh. Okay, I see where the problem is, I think. Horn. Antler. I keep calling antlers horns, and that's not correct. No! The warping tool isn't allowed on the vector layers. That's fair. A single act of kindness can go a long way, I say as a New Yorker. It can, even if it's to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourselves. It'll fuck you up in the long run. I'm not sure how I became an 18+ channel and became like way more wholesome since like the last stream. Mostly just say stupid shit, and now I'm just like, hey, don't be like mean to yourself. Bad. Suddenly a therapist. This is why I'm an 18+ channel, because I give unlicensed therapy advice, and you're old enough to sue me if I do something wrong. There's consequences if I say the wrong thing. No, please don't sue me. Also, I'm not giving you actual therapy advice. It's just, don't be an asshole to yourself. It might help. That's it. Because I do not have any license or studying of any kind under therapy. This is not like actual advice that I know will help you, guarantee. But like, it doesn't hurt to not be mean to yourself, you know? It can't hurt. Be a little kinder to yourself. Imagine we're all actually incredibly wrong and human beings aren't supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be mean and evil like the Grinch. And actually telling you to be nice to yourself is going against the human Grinch nature. The Grinch. How the fuck do you antler? Like, I know how to antler from this angle. I've already antlered from this angle. If I have a flying French toast, am I supposed to antler from the other angle? Just start screaming when I'm frustrated. Doesn't help, it just feels nice. Which would imply it helps. To Pinterest! Oh, we have 4 minutes left on the timer. So you grab a male deer. And what, you just shake them around until they give you the answers? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Antlers. It's studying time, even though these antlers are extremely simplified, but that's fine because it should probably help anyway. Oh, have I done this incorrectly the entire time? It might seem so. Or you just steal them. Yeah, that's also fair. Theft. Though I think I might know what might be the problem, because I have no idea how these antlers are formatted. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Stop that. Huh, apparently Control Z when you're tapped into OBS will make your stuff invisible for some reason. Oh wait, no, I guess the last action I did was turning that on, so it turned it off. Okay, that kind of also makes sense. Well, you guys can see the antler for a little bit, I guess. Here, be gone, Spirit City. Here, you can see the progress I've done. I have drawn one arm. You know what? I will save. Thank you, Entei. I have made one arm, part of another one, and the necklace. That is the progress we have gotten done in 55 minutes. Art takes a long time. Unless you're really fast at it, then it doesn't. Yeah. It's funny you think it's cute. Because Zava is cute, I just know you hate her for a fair reason. Okay, so what's the shape of this? This, round. When it comes to antlers, they seem to have this sort of base where all of the horns branch out from. It is very important to keep that base in mind. I don't hate her, I hate how she lets her past and emotions dictate her own actions. Okay, I was about to say, is like, what do you mean she lets her emotions dictate her emotions? But that makes more sense. I'd give you guys, like, a little lore dump on Zava, but one, that's spoilers, and two, I also only have so much space in my brain, so all I remember is that she's pretty. Sadly, I can't date her because she's straight, and she's the god of, like, fertility and stuff. So, and life. My emotions dictate my emotions. They tend to as well for me. Wow, same. Hey, that's break time. Hey, it's a pretty big fuck up, man. It's not like you misspelled emotion. It's not like you misspelled action. Just type the same word again. It's a little funny. Also, it is break time, which means whatever you guys decide to pick to work on for the past 50 minutes, it is time to put it down for a moment to give yourselves a break. For the next 10 minutes. It's a funny one, yeah. I am currently trying to figure out how the fuck antlers. I'm working on things. Well, if you're joining the stream, you can, or you can just listen to me out. So, what I'm currently doing is a co-working and studying stream, which means if you guys have projects you're working on, you can work with me you can work alongside me with my current timer. I have a timer going for 15 minutes of work time and 10 minutes of break time in between, and then we're gonna have a big 20-minute break at the end. As a sort of, hey, we've done a bunch of stuff together. The whole idea of these streams is for you to grab something that maybe you have to do some studying, or you have a project you like working on for fun, or you like want done in the future. Whether it's art, writing, coding, whatever it is you like to work on. It's just, the idea is essentially just you guys get to work alongside me, and maybe that'll help you get stuff done. Some people like doing co-working to get things finished, whether it's just for fun or some big project. Technically, this is a commission I'm working on, so it is technically work for me. But then again, so is streaming in general, so it's the closest thing I have to a job, so streaming is technically my work.
Ahem. I have something to say.
Yes, Rhea. Thanks, Raya. I'm just glad Wolf's not here to yell at you. Damn it. That was pretty good, though. She knows you like it, apparently. Actually, do you even care about that song? Also, don't mind the fact that I'm getting further away. I'm getting changed. I'm still in my walk-in clothes, and I want to put on my PJs. She does. Okay. So you do like this song. Which is great, because your girlfriend hates it. Oh, you couldn't care less. It's just funny to mess with people. Okay. I feel like you would like this song. I don't know why you don't like this song. It's a very Hazel song. I feel like this is what constantly plays in her brain most of the time anyway. Is that the acronym for Kuyu's Guide to the Cosmic Cafe? Oh my goodness. We've got an acronym. I'm curious. Okay. I will look at... I'm gonna look at that from time to time, so whenever there are updates, I will keep peeking at it. Very excited to use this in the upcoming campaign. Oh, hey, ad break. Yay, thanks. I completely forgot that I was coming up, but that's fine. No, it plays in her brain in silence because there's no thoughts behind those eyes. Really? Not even the Wii music? Or Coconut Mall? I think there's something weird, much more upsetting about the fact that there's no music playing in her head. Damn, her head's so empty, there's not even, like, an echo. Like, you say something in there, and it's like the world's most quiet room. It's full of padding. Zelda music is such vibin' music. I think it's just because a lot of video games have amazing music. Ooh, I hope there's like some Deltarune but lo-fi tracks out there. Yeah, I keep seeing you doing that. I'm gonna put you on my shoulder. Get up here. Oh, I grabbed your bunny and everything started lagging. Where the fuck is my shoulder? Oh. That's not it. Oh wait, I can just move where OBS is, and then from there, aha! Oh, you fell. Nope, come back here. Don't fall off. Hey, there you are. Yippee! You're facing the wrong way, but that's okay. You're staring off into the void, and that's very you. You speak, but no sound comes out. Yeah, you can't even hear yourself. Like a fucking horror movie. I'm watching your back. Thank you, Entei. Thank you, tiny Entei bunny. You do kind of look like a bodyguard with the all-black sunglasses and the little hat. That's kind of cute. I love that. Hey, what's the timer at? 3 minutes. It'll be over slightly after ad break is done with. Oh yeah, because we're looking at... I'm also very sorry if this has been flashbanging you guys, because it's a completely different screen with no color. Probably should give more of a warning before switching. But, this is what I was doing right before the timer went off. I was, sketching out what this horn looked like, because I'm gonna flip it and use the... what the fuck is this called? Liquify tool. And rotate it to try and make it match the other side so I can more easily copy it down. It's not for me. Okay, thank goodness. I don't know if the color change is too drastic that it's like, oh god, right, all of a sudden. Welcome back from ad break. Everyone should be back now, or at least hopefully soon. I also... How much more time do we have on the break timer? It's only 2 minutes. I'll let it be. I am also going to pause the break timer real quick because I have to go to the bathroom, and if I take too long, the break timer will just keep going. So I'm going to pause it, and then whenever I get back, that's when we're going to go to the next phase. So everyone, please continue the break time, even though it might go over or it might be less time. It's okay. I'll be right back. I'm just going to head to the bathroom, and then I'll be back with some more water maybe as well. My bottle's almost empty. I didn't fill it up before stream. I should do that as well. Either way, break time. I will be back. I'm back, so we are moving on to the work timer. That's weird that it had the color for it being paused, but it was clearly still going. That's fine. But also, now that the break timer is over, I can get back to figuring out how the fuck antlers work. I did not bring water.
I have something to say. Do you know what astronauts listen to on their space shuttles?
What, Rhea?
Neptunes.
Of course. Again, like I've said before, she has like 25, maybe 30 different randomized dialogue option things, and she always does at least one of the pun ones, and there's only like 4 of those. I don't know why she does them so often. I think I need to give her more non-pun ones. Some bots really, really like certain things. It's like they have weird biases, and I don't understand it. Maybe she does. She is technically a mother. She didn't actually make the Kuiper bunnies. I just like to think she thinks of them as her children. And they call her a mom, probably. They're her foster children. I guess that's true, yeah. They are grown-ass adults. Maybe. Actually, I don't know how old the Kuiper bunnies should technically be. I guess they're animals, so that are kind of capable of speech. Kind of like birds. You know, like parrots and sometimes crows. They're capable of, like, barely speech. That's not like they normally speak, like, a certain language. They're just kind of like little creatures. Sometimes they are capable of mimicking speech. I don't know if they fully understand what they're saying. Sometimes some of them are really smart and they do. Like how some, like African gray parrots are capable of living for a really long time, and sometimes they do know what they're saying, sometimes they just kind of repeat stuff because they can. I don't know if they always know what they're saying, but they're capable of doing so speak they must. I don't even think they understand the consequences of their actions. Kuiper Bunny Wizard BBEG when? Wizard? Why specifically wizard? Like, is it a Kuiper Bunny that is a wizard? Is it a wizard that has a bunch of Kuiper Bunnies as, like, familiars or something? Is it because you found out they're somewhat capable of speech and therefore technically they can do somatic spells? Which in theory, yes, they could. Though they have their own natural magic abilities. So I wonder if they'd even use spells. Or are they like, I don't want to use this stupid magic. I have my own magic. Why do I want stupid people magic? Yes to the above. Okay. No, I can't have them betray me. They're my channel mascots. They have to like me. It's legally required that they like me. They're my little helper bunnies. I'll be honest, the Kuiper Bunnies don't even have official lore yet. Like, I've come up with a lot of channel lore, never had any idea where the fuck these guys come from. I'm not fully sure what they are. They come from, like, deep space, I guess, because they're called Kuiper Bunnies. But, like, canonically, I don't think I know where they come from, and I think it's even funnier if both in character and out of character, I don't know where these little guys came from. There is no backstory other than a bunch of them just showed up and then more showed up. And it just keeps happening. They could be a hive mind. I think they're all separate, but I also don't talk too much. Sometimes they just blankly stare at things. Sometimes they ask questions, and then when one of them shows up, more start to show up and ask more questions. Yeah, they just spawn in. Not fully sure where they came from. They live here now. There's 3 different types. I've figured that out through watching them explore and do stuff. They just kind of vibe with this place, and therefore they live here. They might be considered pests, and probably should be considering how many times they've stolen people's food, but I think they're cute and funny, therefore they will never face punishment for their crimes. And that's the story of the Kuiper Bunnies. They're funny little creatures who just kind of exist now. Not fully sure what their deal is, but they live here now, I guess. To be fair, a lot of things in the cafe kind of just spawn in, so I guess they're par for the course. Some creatures of the cafe might get lore for them specifically later on, but I feel like the Kuiper Bunnies are just always going to be like, I don't know. They just fucking live here. I've tried removing them and they just come back, so I've just given up. I don't want to, like, hurt them. Don't think they're capable of feeling pain, because they do the weirdest shit, like just jump off buildings and they just boing like a bouncy ball, so they don't take fall damage, that's for damn sure. They're like non-Newtonian. Newtonian? Is that it? Isn't that the thing where like it's a liquid when you don't touch it, but if you hit it hard enough, it'll turn into a solid? They're like that. They can both melt into like jelly, but sometimes they're fully solid and you can like squish them like a stress ball. Like, I don't fucking know what these things are. They just exist. Their lore is just, because I don't know. Just a little, like, shrug emoji you can use in Discord. That's it. Kuiper Bunny lore. Eh. Thank you. Because this is now essentially canon lore. They just showed up one day. A lot of the reason why I call them the creatures of the cafe is because they kind of just only exist near the cafe. Like, I've tried looking for more of them, but for whatever reason, a lot of these things just exist here. It's like some weird magical ecosystem where a lot of these creatures only are capable of existing here because it's made for them. Like, outside of the cafe, there's a couple landmarks that will be mentioned more later on. Because I'm not fully attached to any of them just yet. So I can't just say, oh yeah, this is for sure here, except for a few of them. There's one, the greenhouse, which is for the more domesticated, friendly creatures that are plant-related. And there's also the lagoon. It might also just be a lake. It might be changed to a swamp area later on. I don't know. It's a water place. It's like the most I can call it, because I don't actually fully know what it is. Just a water place. And that's for a lot of the aquatic creatures, semi or fully. You're probably thinking, it's gotta be freshwater, right? Yes. Don't think about the fact that some of the creatures in there should definitely be sea creatures and shouldn't be able to live there. It's called magic. It's also called I don't care. There's also plans for as the cafe gets bigger and I have more ideas, and by bigger I mean straight up as I grow more as a channel, I will add more silly places to draw in the future. Like one day I want to mimic a streamer called Taijiro. He's super cool. He's essentially turned his streams into like this entire fleshed out world. Definitely a huge inspiration for why I want to make the cafe more than just a couple of rooms. He also has little creatures that hang around, but mine are going to be more based around elements and stuff, just because that's stuff I fuck with heavy. But yeah, his stuff is definitely, I think, inspired by things like Pokemon as well. Yeah, very cool streamer. All of his stuff is made by himself. He animates everything he does by himself. And it's really cool. The creature designs, the design of his own PNG tuber, sick as hell. Okay, this antler is technically better, but it still looks nowhere near as 3D as the other one, which is the bigger problem now. So we delete it and we try again. I surely would assume not. Of course, never. Those are the only two I can count, because technically the cafe doesn't have typing. The reason why those two I point out specifically is because, how I've said before, is that the cafe creatures have flavor typings as a sort of like Pokemon type, but they're named after flavors specifically. Each of those creatures respond to a certain area. Like, the lagoon creatures are obviously salty, which I said before are the aquatic ones. You're probably wondering which one counts as grass type and where the greenhouse, which creatures live in the greenhouse. The greenhouse is actually a free-for-all. No one specific type is located in the greenhouse. Everyone is welcome within it as long as they behave. So the greenhouse is essentially just the friendly creature zone and not a specific typing. The salty type is the only one that has a full choice because I know I want it to be a water area because most salty creatures are water related. Just because I noticed that a lot of the examples for salty foods were things like soy sauce or... Damn, I can't even remember. I think it was literally just because I saw soy sauce and like a couple of fish things. So I was like, yep, salty is for fish. Yeah, a lot of... Oh, right, because cured meats as well. Because obviously you'd probably think junk food first, like popcorn, pretzels, chips, stuff like that. But I was looking for, like, natural salty foods, and a lot of those are man-made things, so I wasn't going to count those. Although I literally just said soy sauce. But that's not important right now. Actually, what foods are naturally high in salt? I want to look that up. Naturally salty foods. Well, one of these is not remotely what I asked for. It's just sources of sodium, which includes canned fish, sauerkraut, pickles, olives, cheddar cheese. Is that why I like cheddar? Because I have a salt problem? Huh. Salmon, broccoli, sweet potatoes, spinach, tomatoes, milk, kale. Those are sodium rich. I guess that counts. I guess I kept seeing a bunch of like images of salmon and different fish, and I was like, you know what? Good enough. Because I'm actually not seeing that many options that include specifically fish other than shrimp being a high sodium food sometimes on those lists, and salmon itself. And that's like 2 options. But for some reason I went, Well, probably also because of salt water and the ocean. But like that's not technically a good enough reason. It's just good enough reason. What am I talking about? Who cares? It's my lore. I don't have to have a good reason for why I decide on my stupid stuff. It's silly. Salty makes me think blue. Salty makes me think ocean. Good enough. But also fish. Because plenty of creatures in the salty area aren't salty fish. Or like ocean fish. Hell, some of them aren't even technically fish. They're just creatures that live in the ocean. You know what that means. Fish! We like to quote that meme way too much in my friend group. Mostly just me and Eli, I think. Maybe also Echo. I think Echo likes repeating it. I don't know if Echo's actually seen that stupid-ass video. I know I have. Once was more than enough to see that video. Already enough times. I've seen it once. Also, we're having that problem again, gang, which means I think I'm going to have to sadly cut this stream early. I am having wrist pain again, and I know if I feel any bit of wrist pain, I have to stop drawing. It is a requirement. So for the safety of my ability to draw and my wrist as a whole, I'm going to have to stop drawing. I might find something else to do. I do have other things I could be working on today. I'm not going to just say we're going to cut the stream off just yet. But I will no longer be drawing today. I do have my, I know what I could do. I could work on my card. I haven't worked on that in a little bit. Which, for those who don't remember, I was working on my, essentially my little website, which is called A Card, which is the site I use specifically. So I will be moving on to something else, but I just won't be doing art anymore. I'll still be working, but I am going to have to unplug my drawing tablet. And move it. Hey, put that back. Which site? I don't remember which email I use.
I have something to say.
Yes, Raya?
Bark, bark. Wait, that's not the noise rabbits make.
I don't believe it is. But she's doing her best. Can rabbits bark? I wonder. Okay, I do use this email. Can rabbits make noise? I do believe they can. I just don't think they make a lot of them. But I don't think rabbits were, like, entirely silent. Send me the authentication code, damn it. Can't log in until you send me the code. I know guinea pigs certainly make noise, and they're fucking adorable, and I love them. I only thought about it recently because, like, which creatures make noise? Because I've never thought about the noise guinea pigs make, because I've never owned one or really seen one. But they're really cute. They don't make the noise you probably think they make, but it's insanely adorable. This is not a new device. You are not getting a request from a new device. I use this device every time. I've never logged in on a different computer. Quit complaining. Goodness. Okay. I will be working on my card now instead of drawing. I will close Clipsio Pay in a second. I actually need to move my card tab. I haven't actually worked on this in a bit. I also need to go find my... Rabbits can purr and hiccup? I'm sorry? Is that true? Thank you for popping in. Good luck with work. I kind of need to look that up right now, though. Like, I didn't know rabbits purr. I am extremely excited by this news. What just happened? God damn it, the moths are here again. They purr when calm. Okay, sound jump scare. We are turning off the music and I am clicking on one of the first videos that seems to be a rabbit purring. We will all experience this together. It's very tiny. That noise was oh so very small. But it's so cute though. Fun another. Oh my goodness. Like honking. This is fucking adorable. I love this. They just make little bitty happy noises when they are pet. One more. Then we'll listen to music again. It's so quiet that most of these people that are supposed to be showing us videos of this, it's so quiet that their phones can't pick it up. We only got one where it's being picked up. What about this one? Is that it? The little teeth noise? A little chattering? I love this. But that's enough bunny videos for today. We have work to do, chat. Work. Thank you. Sometimes derailing stream is fun. Oftentimes. Let's see. Where's my card plan? I had a plan for stuff I wanted to do in card. Just gotta go find it. I will get this commission done one arm at a time, because I mean, I'm happy with what I got done. I just kind of wish I had more. But at least I made the arm look a little better, and I'm working on the other horn. I'm working on the problem stuff first, which is why it's going to take me so long. There's the card planning. I can't show you this because it's on my browser, and I just don't like screen sharing browsers. So now you are only going to be able to see Spirit City for the countdown. But that's fine, too. Okay, also, now that I'm getting low on water, I am going to actually refill it now, so I will be right back. But think of it as me taking my little break a little early. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Elide? I'm taking a break for my wrist, so I'm a little sad, but for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a nice chill day, and that's what I was hoping for today after the 9-hour Deltarune stream. Never again. Never again. Too many hours of Deltarune. It was fun. I don't regret it, but like, oh my goodness. 9 hours of Deltarune is oddly not enough Deltarune. Still very excited to watch Echo play more of that and be along for the ride. We also might have more voices. Who knows? Because, like, that was a lot. It's a lot on 2 people. There are a lot of different characters, and we kind of stopped. A lot of voices started blending together. It was a lot yesterday. Yesterday was a lot. But as soon as Echo lets me know when their next like off day is, or time they have off to do the next stream, we will be finishing Chapter 2's boss fight and the little ending section where we get to talk to people, and then we'll be moving on to Chapter 3. Only half of it. We won't be doing another stream that long again, hopefully. Why have 1 hour when you can have 5? 5? Why have 5 hours when you can have 9? 9 hours of Deltarune. And we didn't even finish the fucking chapter. To be fair, we got backtracked because apparently we didn't save before the last fight, and it doesn't auto-save before the Chapter 1 King fight. So, I guess that kind of sucked. But luckily, we're just gonna redo Queen's fight, and on purpose this time, because we didn't want to have Echo missing out on D&D. We didn't have to, because we technically hadn't started yet, but we didn't want to make Echo wait longer, and we also didn't want to keep streaming, because it had been 9 full hours. Absolutely not, Shay. I will want to die. But that is a funny idea. If I had less of an issue with hearing too many things at once, that would be a really funny idea. And if I had more faith in people I don't know to be not assholes, I would 100% also do that. Maybe for a video, but definitely not for a stream. I say as I'm planning to stream D&D sessions with people I also don't know, but hey. If anyone does something wrong, they get booed and removed, so... It's also only going to be for more long-term members anyway, as well. I likely won't be inviting super new members to do the D&D sessions. Only people that I have faith will not be stupid. So, like, people who have been around for like a month and show up to a bunch of streams. So, and people who said they were interested. Like, Agent and Meeples obviously are chill. Shay, you're a VIP. You've been given permission if you would like to join for the D&D sessions that are planned. Entei is going to be my little Codium buddy because he will not be available for most of them anyway. If Comet wants to join them, they can as one of my mods. It's mostly people who I have faith in to not be stupid. Speaking of Comet, did your bunny just respawn? You tab in? Is that what that was? Was that you tabbing in because you heard your name? That happened earlier when I yelled at your moths, too. Interesting. They keep, like, respawning in from time to time every time I talk about them. I heard you talking shit about me? Okay, I'm gonna actually go get my water now. Hi, new problem has arisen. So remember how I was just complaining about the 9-hour Deltarune stream? I went to go get some water and I tried talking to my family, and while I was getting my water, I realized my throat hurts so much while I'm drinking water. It doesn't hurt while I'm talking, but my throat hurts when I drink water, which isn't good because I need to be hydrated. I don't know if that's a sign that I've potentially harmed my throat and I need to not talk, or if that's just my throat's kind of scratchy, because I feel fine talking. I'm not having difficulty. I don't think I sound weird. Maybe it's just because my throat's dried out, because I do have a dry throat from the medication I take because it's a liquid. And that tends to just be a side effect with liquid medications, is your throat will dry out. I've been taking them for like a year now, so it's just something that happens. It's why I tend to drink warm water during most of the day, because it helps. And it feels a lot better than drinking cold water. So maybe my throat's just a little dried out, and that's why drinking water was bothering me, because my water was cold a second ago, so I have no idea. I probably should consider health first, because I did literally just close Clipsio paint entirely only because my wrist felt a ping of pain while drawing. Which is the better idea to do for safety and for health. And I know that. But like, maybe I should say goodbye to you guys for the night. I can't have just made like a whole 30 minutes. Okay, maybe not. Like the past, I had like a whole prep talk 10 minutes ago. Actually, more so an hour ago. Talking about how we need to treat ourselves better because no one else is going to treat you better than you treat yourself, essentially. That's not at all what I was talking about. No, it was you need to be nice to yourself because at the end of the day, one of the most hurtful voices you have is your own. And why you shouldn't talk shit about yourself because you have to take care of yourself whether you like it or not. Because there will be consequences for not doing so. But that was about mental health, and it's going to be the same thing for physical health. I'd be hypocritical if I just told you guys to take care of yourselves and then I didn't take care of myself, wouldn't I? Alright. How can I expect you guys to listen to me if I don't listen to myself? Let's go find someone to raid. I was joking with my mom that I'd lose my voice. That's true, we're almost at the 2-hour mark anyway, which means ads are about to start, so this is just a slightly shorter stream, and honestly, maybe we should have slightly shorter streams, all things considered. I have streamed more this week with the 9-hour Deltarune stream than I have, like, any other week, ever. I don't think most of my streams combined during a week will equal 9 anyway. I think it's like 6 on a good week, maybe 8. Like the most it's ever been, but 9? That blows every other week's streams combined out of the water, so I still can't believe we streamed for 9 hours. We almost didn't notice when we got to the 4-hour mark, like, yeah, that's fine. You're probably going to end soon. You are technically not streaming anything. I don't know how long you tend to stream for, but you've already been at it for 3 hours, nearly 4. That's a 7-hour stream. Damn, most people I'm following... Oh, wait, nope. I see someone who has only been streaming for 17 minutes. Would you look at that? We have a perfect candidate. We're going over to Agent, who is doing more Shovel Knight, it looks like. It also looks like her neck is broken. What happened to her VTuber model? Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I like tuned in and I was like, what happened to Agent's neck? Maybe they walked away and that's what happened when they did so. Okay, there we go. Their neck's not broken anymore. Okay, Agent was definitely like not being picked up by their thing. It was like, what happened? That's the fun thing about VTuber models sometimes is if you walk away when the face tracking is on, it'll just like leave you at a weird spot. So Agent's neck was broken and I was worried about where they were on stream, but it's fine. That is simply just what happens. But yeah, we are starting a raid. Everybody hop on in. Damn, there's 8 of you? Thank you guys for being here. 9? Oh my goodness! There are a lot of you here today. Thank you for hopping in on the raid and say hi to Agent, who I think just started, really, since they're only 18 minutes into stream. Slay! Hope you have a good evening. Hope you do too. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope not, Shay. But thank you guys for joining me for this little co-working stream. I hope you guys got things done. If you didn't do anything along with me, I hope you at least had a fun time. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next week on Monday at 6 p.m. EDT. I think Daylight Savings Time is only like a couple more months, so we get to go back to EST soon. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope to see you again, but even if I don't, just remember to have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, or good night, whatever it is for you, because time zones. Bye-bye, everybody. Go be nice to Agent. Treat them well. Enjoy their stream. And off they go. Release the bunnies! And the people.